This is Bela Vora, and we're here to discuss a success story today about timing in real estate. Anytime you want to upsize or downsize, the timing becomes very crucial. You don't want to double pay for two mortgages, and you don't want to be homeless in between homes either. So, should I buy first? Should I sell first? How does that work? Um, for those of you who don't know me, this is Bella Vora. I'm a realtor with Coldwell Banker Preferred, and I'm here with my success story. I like to unpack every transaction at the end of the day, once it's all over, when the fat lady sings, is what I always joke, and see what made a difference. How did I make a difference in my client's transaction? In this case, there were two. The clients were downsizing, so they had to sell their bigger home in Hideaway Farms, and they were buying a home in the Kennett area. And what worked out really well was the timing. So while the client is talking about buying and selling within 2 weeks, it didn't just happen. We had been in conversation since last year, and we had figured out pricing, the home value, staging, prepping the house for sale, etc., and then the timing for when we would actually list it and at what price. And then, of course, the plans were for this March, and of course, the whole world stopped in March due to COVID, and we had to pivot to a new set of plans and a new set of decisions. So I think the key in this case was just timing it all right. And they know about this as well because we were in touch. Every week I would give them a status quo on the market, what's going on in the market, what is real estate doing in the community, and they were sharing with me their plans, because ultimately it's all about what you want to do with your home. If they didn't feel comfortable with strangers walking into their house during COVID, or what was the whole point of moving was for the job situation, for a better commute. And since everybody was working from home, commute wasn't as much of a immediate concern right now. So we took all of that factors into consideration. I discuss, as I always do, pros and cons, and give them the choices, and they customize for them what works for them. So in this case, my clients were listening to me very carefully, doing their own due diligence, which I believe is the perfect kind of clients. I love to educate, but they do their own diligence as well, and it's a great conversation. We stayed in touch every week, and we timed it just right, so that when in the green phase, when the real estate opened up, it was a hot seller's market, and we got a premium price for their home. We literally listed it significantly higher than what we had said we would list at, because I saw the opportunity, and we were so glad to be able to grab that for the clients. Now, when the market is so hot, you would assume that we paid a premium for the house they bought as well. But we found a perfect buyer-seller dynamic where the seller was a little anxious to sell. They had already bought their next house, and the house wasn't quite as spectacularly maintained as it should have been. And so we were able to, use that window at inspections to negotiate a phenomenal deal for the home that they bought as well. Can't tell you what a win this was. It feels great to read reviews like this at the end of the day, but most important is that trust. I love to see that word trust, because I'm often predicting the future. I don't know what's going to make a difference until the transaction is done, and we can look back and say, yes, this was good. So it is a roller coaster until things happen. And yes, we had a few transactional things happen in this one as well, just like any other real estate transaction. But we were able to overcome it. They could see what I was doing. I'm the knowledge broker. I got them all the information they needed. It wasn't just, oh, I feel or I think. No, we do this because this is the analysis that I see, based on what the national markets are doing, what the local markets are doing, what the governor is saying about us opening up during COVID. So it was very informed, educated choices. And I love it. At the end of the day, at settlement, they come bearing gifts for me, a bottle of wine and some gifts and a lovely thank you card. I'm just so humbled and touched. Thank you so much, Priya and Pratap, for your kind words. A fabulous success story. Wishing you very well in your new home. I love it. Can't wait to visit you in the new home, and on to more success stories. So please share with us your experience of buying and selling at the same time, and how you managed it. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so, and read some of my other success stories right here. Thank you.